might not be as quick as he used to be. Obviously has to be a little careful. Bryant is back. Bryant to the free throw line for the first time. Free throw.
All that I needed to see the last round when he got the concussion, tried to get up in the midst of it, and then came back.
Played with it. Had some other injuries.
喜欢看 NBA 比赛的朋友
In the first round against Oklahoma City, and he has not looked back since. Just been amazing.
It's a little long.
Bryant has to put it up.
And gets the ball and realizes he has to get.
Kobe Bryant hoping to hold the NBA championship trophy, the Lawrence O'Brien trophy for the fifth delay. That's a good word to use with the World Cup coming up.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
A 3-minute mark of the first half. The Lakers holding on to that 4-point lead. The whole crew on hand for the T-Mobile halftime report. They're here at the Staples Center. They'll analyze the first.
Kevin Garnett just outworked everybody on the floor and got to the cup.
Bryant inside. And has two. A host of players have two. The only player on LA with three is Lamar Odom.
For you guys was Pau Gasol. He had an effective half on both ends. How much of a focus was that, you guys getting him started?
Oh, it's very important. You know, it's important that we get him some good looks, get him easy up. In a couple possessions, we felt like we could have stretched the game a little bit. So we'll take a look at that at half.
Kobe, thanks. Mike.
Doors after the break. Stuart Scott, Magic Johnson.
Back to trusting each other and moving the basketball. Part of that comes from getting stops and getting out and running, guys.
Kobe Bryant looking for an opening, fires away.
One negative consequence in that there is no ball pressure.
Pressure wasn't put on Ray Allen and Paul Pierce in the 08 finals. Bryant was a jump shooter, so all they had to do was keep him in front and look to.
Celtics have definitely picked up the defensive intensity here in the third. Bryant flips it up over.
Rondo takes the shot, and then Artest does a good job finding Bryant and right ability to shoot this in-between shot with touch. Retired.
Off the turnover, Kobe Bryant.
Physical body up to him, bang him, bump him, and try to play with that type of confidence.
He's not a physical player or one of those, as Phil Jackson liked to talk about before the game. Fisher alley-up to Bryant.
To Glenn Davis for a jump shot.
Ray Allen with his 4 fouls back on the floor. Bryant.
Because he's guarding Lamar Odom at the three-point line. You've got to be sitting better help position by Glenn Davis. You've got to keep the ball out of the paint right now. Right now, you know, and we've heard Doc Rivers talk about the need for the Celtics to be able to get out in transition. But the way the Lakers have gotten to the free throw line and the way they've made shots, the chances to get out in transition when you've been dominated, free throw line, given a high percentage and getting dominated on the board, you have no transition opportunities. So their adjustment on the defensive end is going to help them on the offensive end.
Kobe Bryant with another great outing. 27 points, 7 rebounds, and